To my three favorite amigos.
Thank you.
Long live the Republic.
Death to the New World Order.
Death to the Soviets, collectivists, Zionist whores, as far as I'm concerned. John, I commend you for the great lineup. I really love listening to George on Sundays.
George Mazzaros.
And Alan Watt every evening, who is dead on and a great researcher.
Yeah, and he's hijacked for everybody else's film, and they never put Republic Broadcasting in there, do they?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
But he is a wonderful, wonderful part of your lineup. I'm in disagreement partly, and Robbie, by the way, please don't go back home, but I'm partly in disagreement with the idea that we're going to be able to get out of this without bloodletting. Unfortunately, I think the people in this country, for the most part, are still asleep. People in my own family are still asleep, and no matter what you do...
so you're the black sheep, huh, Sylvia?
Oh, you have no idea.
I can venture.
Thanksgiving must be fun at your house.
I'm paranoid. All those things.
Uh-huh.
But I really do feel that people are going to have to be up against the wall big time because the Congress, as we all know, isn't going to do a thing about this. In fact, they're part of the problem. And I just don't see it. I don't think they're afraid of the gun owners in this country. I really don't. I
disagree with that, Sylvia. Look, when Henry Waxman just comes out of the woodwork, nothing's really going on with gun legislation, anything else. Here's old Henry, Mr. Slope turn nose up at the American public, comes out, and he wants 50 caliber rifles banned because he turns around during this little mini interview that got splashed all over the media, and he gestures behind him and he says, "Look, this is a straight shot right down Pennsylvania Avenue." And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, Henry, you're right. No, they are very, very afraid. And this is why I said, if they're not going to be in there on the restoration of the country, get out of the way and don't block anything.
But, John, they're not. I mean,
yes,
look
they
at what
are.
They're doing with the health care.
Sylvia, look, they're going for broke here.
Right.
They can't back off of this deal now. They're going full tilt boogie, and they know it. You ever seen the look on Nancy Pelosi's face?
Yeah, she's like a deer caught in the headlights.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Henry Reid's a little bit more subtle about it, but if you can read body language, you check the syntax, the pauses, the averting of the eyes. This man is scared crapless.
Well, even audit the Fed. I feel like it's too late to do anything about the Fed because I think the IMF is eventually going to take over. By the time we audit them, they're not even.
Possession is 9/10 of the law, my dear lady. If we've got it and we're sitting on it and we got a rifle in our hand, come and take it.
I hope you're right, John.
Send the guys with the blue helmets. They won't go home.
Yeah.
Well,
Sylvia, come on.
All right, you're going to convince me. I hope you guys are right. I adore everything you do, and I pray God that it all works out, and I do pray for all three of you, so keep up the good work.
Well, and we're all in this together, and this is what and I think this goes over everybody's head, Sylvia, when I say that we all have a part to play in this, and now is the time to take up your station and do your part, because there's millions of us out here. We just haven't been directed. It's like herding cats. Everybody's got their own little agenda. Everybody's doing their own little thing. In the meantime, Rome is burning to the ground.
Right.
That is going to change. The one thing that worries me about this is because they have their provocateurs that will try to incite violence.
Right.
And they will use those assets. Well, it's up to us to try to police our own ranks, and I'm not going to get, over the top of these people. I will disarm them if I have to, if I can physically do it, but I will stand in the way of any armed resistance at this point, because this is exactly what the globalists want and need. They need a chaotic situation with the bullets flying and the bloodletting and all that stuff in order to do their coup d'etat. I don't want to give them that opportunity. What we're doing right now, and Bob Chapman, you're absolutely correct, we've got these people on the run. They are scared. Sylvia, I thank you for your call.
Thank you so much.
All right. Robbie, one more time for the deal of the day before we run out of time here.
Deal of the day, British sovereigns, BU Swiss francs, $269. Now, let me just tell you what a deal this is. A very well-known large coin company has these same coins on offer for $409. So you have a savings of $140 per coin by buying them from Republic Trading Group.
And these are pre-1933?
Yes.
And you know why that's important, ladies and gentlemen? And again, go back to they own it all, including you. The 1933 struck coins, no matter whether they were struck in this country or around the globe, are really representative of true money, that it is not confiscatable. Okay? I have got that on good authority.
Into that one. $269. You can order 5, 10, 15, but if you order 20, you also receive a year subscription to the International Forecaster, and that will cost you $5,380. And you can call Republic Trading Group 1-800-691-7898. And this price is good for tonight.
All right. And notice something, folks, that gold and silver has disconnected from anything else. Commodities, oil was down to, what, $75, $76 a barrel? What was gold at today, Robbie?
Gold, I think today was 8th day, closing in positive. Closed up $4.10.
It was up $1.80.
At
And the outside market in December is up 5.10.
1,000 what?
169.
And Bob, you said?
The outside market is up $5.10.
It's made the disconnect, and I think you're looking at the new floor for gold prices. Most assuredly.
You're absolutely right, and the decoupling is probably the best word. And that happened, I announced it in the forecaster, I don't know, maybe 9 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I said the game's over. They're on the run. And they're so short, and not only in gold and silver, but in the stocks. They're going to get buried. They're going to get absolutely buried. And this, who's involved? Soros, Jimmy Rogers, Barclays, Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan Chase. They're all involved. They're doing this coordinatedly, and they're not going to get away with it.
The usual suspects. Let me slide in one more call here. Tom, we got less than 2 minutes. Thanks for holding. Hello, Tom.
It's always wonderful to hear you. Real fast, Robbie, IAG, GSS, and PAAS, you think they're performing well? And Bob, HLLXF, GG, SSRI, and AEM, do you think they're all, other than being manipulated, how do you think they're performing?
Well, they're all doing great, and I've got one of my emissaries going to see one of the companies this week and another new company, and Helix will start having announcements starting next week. They're just waiting for an engineering report.
Uh-oh, is that inside information, Bob?
No, they have a work program going. It's
okay.
Normal.
All right. Tom, I thank you for your call. We're flat out of time.
I'm very happy with all mine.
Thank you very much, Bob.
All right. I'm not going.
50 caliber Robbie is what they call it.
I'm not going to get into the debate with a guy that tells me he wants to move back to South Africa. Okay.
Jeffreys Bay.
Jeffreys Bay. What? That's not attached to Africa?
Yeah, it is, but it's sort of in its own little world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gentlemen, I thank you. Robbie, have a good Thanksgiving. Mr. Chapman, have a good Thanksgiving. Appreciate you guys very, very much, as well as this listening audience. We've been doing this for a long time, and I got to tell you what. For a couple of days now, I've been dragging my little keister around here, a little depressed. But I'll tell you what, when I get on with you guys, it just snapped me out of that, and I did that without drugs. How's that one?
Well, thank you.
Bob, thank you, my friend. Robbie, he's coming up next on the flip side, right after this program on republicbroadcasting.org. And I'm not kidding you, folks. Order the book. They own it all, including you. I'm doing a series of programs with these guys on Monday. You tuned into today's program. You need to be here for next Monday's program. God bless all of you. Have a good Thanksgiving. With a little bit of will, a little bit of muster, we'll get out of this one. We'll see you tomorrow.